Good afternoon, welcome to my channel. My name's Kez and I'm a cash stuffer, and I'm just going to do this as my what's it called, thumbnail, that's the word. And I'm just going to count this up. This is my fortnightly cash stuff. I get paid fortnightly, so I take out what's left and cash stuff each fortnight. I've just knocked everything over, getting my calculator. So I'm just going to add this up, and because my memory is terrible, I'm going to put in each time I count the cash. So how's everybody doing? I'm trying to get better at my videos so that I can speak, count and do everything at the same time. There's 300 there. I'm also trying to not do too many bloomers that I have to cut out, because when I have to cut out, it sort of breaks the process. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm living in New Zealand, so these are New Zealand dollars. In 5 weeks' time, I'll be heading for the UK to spend a year over there. I'm going to try and do some agency bank work. I'm a nurse, and save some money. I'm going to rent out my house and live with my mum and help her out and do lots of arts and crafts and shopping, the charity stores and all sorts of things. But yeah, so this is my journey over the next 12 months. I'm going to record it all here, the cash stuffing side, some vlogs about what I'm up to, how I'm doing, and just my journey back to me, really. Been through a very messy time over the last couple of years, and yeah, looking forward to finding me again. There's 45 there, and we have to cash stuff today, $595. Now I've already done some groceries, and my cheat sheet isn't here. I'll just reach over here for it. I'm talking about the sheet that I write on to say what I'm going to cash stuff. So this is a free download from the Two Sister Bees. You've probably heard me talking about her quite a bit, and this is the list I normally take to the cash machine to get the money out, but I didn't, and sort of ended up with something a bit different to that, but never mind. I'm going to put this over here. It says that I've got $200 for food, but I've actually spent $100 of my food budget, so I shall put $100 in here. It's payday tomorrow, so I've got some money out, and 75 into 50, 675 into cafe. Yes, so payday tomorrow, so my bills will go out my bank account. I've already taken the cash out, and yes, I can get cash stuffing. So the other thing was, I went through my folders before I cash stuff today, because I'm still quite in debt to myself. And I decided that I'm no longer going to renew my website. So I've taken the $250, $300 out of that folder, and I've closed it. I'm not going to renew my website. While I'm away, I'm going to use my YouTube channel, which is free, and I'm going to put everything there. And then if I do decide to do a website, I'm going to do a free one or do it differently. So there's $300 that's gone back into my bank account to pay back debt. I then decided to take $150 out of my art classes. I've decided that I don't need that sitting there, and I've decided again to put it back into my debt. And then I've got this 100, which I can't remember where I got it from, but it's come out of my folders, and I'll probably remember today when I read the things. But again, that's gone back into my bank account. So all in all, I've put back into my bank account $250, $300, $450, $550, which hopefully will help pay back some of the debt I am into myself. Because I am having to spend quite a lot of money to get my house ready to go into being a rental, to pay for the flights. I've paid for some things to be sent overseas so that when I arrive in the UK, I'll have some big bulky winter clothes. Yeah, so there's quite a lot going on financially, and I'm trying really hard not to go into too much debt. So the more money I can reallocate back into my bank account will be fantastic. So this is my long-term savings. So Christmas gets $10 today. And so that will make that $100. So that will be condensed next time I condense, because I do condense $50 and above back to the bank. So I will update these sheets when I finish online. This is the website. So I've taken that $300 back to the bank. I'm no longer going to pay for a website. I actually looked at it and it's actually about $400 and something. It's gone up so much, it's ridiculous. Registration, I'm going to pop in $5 to that because I owe money. And so I will owe now $96 to myself for the registration for the UK. I needed to get my nursing registration transferred over to be an English one. I actually qualified as a nurse in the UK and then came to New Zealand 23 years ago and transferred my registration here. Well, so emergency is getting $25. So oh, sorry, that's not right. We're on vacations. See, I'm talking and not concentrating. So vacation is getting $50. So I was right collecting those two 20s. So there's now $100 in there. This is towards things like airport expenses and things like that. I am going to spend one day in London. I'm meeting up with my New Zealand friends in London. They're actually over there when I arrive. And we're going to hang out for the morning before heading to Herefordshire from London. So that's now 100. My council rates are now being electronically transferred. So I'll do that tomorrow when I get paid. And my insurances are being electronically transferred. The beauty is, if I go back to here, my rates bill has just come in and it's due on the 22nd of May. And once I pay in this fortnight's payment, that quarterly payment will be covered, and there will be, I think, $170 left towards next quarter. So that's really good. I'm really pleased that's going really well. Now, debt. I am playing Hello Honey with Two Sister Bees and Rainy Day April. They're sisters, and I've just played it today. So let's see if I can get a thing. So today I didn't do too well. It was a guessing game. And so I will owe $21 next week. But last week's Hello Honey was $20. So I'm going to put that in today. This hasn't been budgeted, so this is going to come out of the savings at the end. And then we've got our emergency fund, which again is Two Sister Bees. I'm building it back up. Oh, it's got stuck. And this has got $100 in it. And today, emergency is getting 25. So each one of these boxes is worth 10. So we're going to cross off 2.5. Oh, I need my blue. Let's find the blue. Got my pencil case here. There we go. So 10, 25. So that's doing nicely. I want $1,000 by the end of the year, and I keep taking it out, but isn't that what it's for? So those are my long-term sinking funds. Done. Now we're moving into the bits and bobs that I go into quite regularly. So my doctor's has been very much depleted. I paid $80 to my doctor. So this is really looking to get some extra money in it. So that's 35 today. So you might be asking, how do I decide what I pay into each envelope each fortnight? So what I've done is I sort of look at what my bills have been over the past. So go into your bank account, check out what you've been paying to different bits and bobs, and then maybe try and round that up to a yearly fee and then divide it into months. And then I divide mine into fortnight. And then I then take that money that I think I will need per fortnight to save, and then I take what I have left over after all my bills are paid, and then I divide it. So what happens is you pay the things like doctors that are really important, and then what's left of that bit of money you then allocate to savings and other things. So in this, we've got $20, $30, $40, $50, which is great. I've got the doctor again on Friday. So hopefully he'll give me the all clear with my chest infection, which turned to pneumonia. So some of those videos you've been listening to me wheezing, I'm doing much better. I've been back to work, which is really good. I've done 5 hours yesterday and 5 hours today, and actually feeling quite good today. Not so much coughing. Still a bit wheezy, but doing really good. So the dentist and contact lenses gets $35. Now I actually did order some contact lenses, so I've taken the money out of here. So what we have left is $250, $270, $290, $310 in there. So that'll be enough for another 3 months of contact lenses. I'm hoping they'll be cheaper in the UK. Everything's really expensive in New Zealand because it has to come so far. And we're all really, really, really not looking forward to all the extra tariffs that are coming in, because it will affect us greatly, because everything that comes to New Zealand comes from afar. So you can see I've taken the $290 out and I've got $275 plus that $35 I just put in, so, or $25. Hang on, so $275, $310, yes, that was right. I just put the right amount, $310 in there now. So that's good. And then the hobbies, I said I took that $150 out because I felt like it's better off back in my normal account paying back debt. So art is going to get its last $60. I've got a few classes left, so there will be $15 left over once I finish my classes for the month, because in 5 weeks I will be not here. I'm going to miss my art class. Now I was going to do my registration early. It won't let me. Apparently it was not due until the end of June. So I'm going to continue to save. And then the friend that's looking after my car, I might give them some money to put the registration on it. Or I think they'll probably offer. So I might be able to put that money back in the bank. But there's the car. And then nicely, now Cohen Pets, he's going to get $25. I'm going to actually see him for the first time in 4 weeks on Friday. He's settled in really well to his new home, and he's got $70, but he still owes me quite a bit, but maybe we can write that off because he is a cat after all. Beauty is getting 10. So this is climbing a little. I'm hoping things in the UK are cheaper too, beauty and things like that. I've got enough moisturiser now. I found a moisturiser to keep me going. And there's 20 in there. And then we've got house maintenance. At the moment, there's not much maintenance going on, but there's $20 there. So I didn't see where I took that extra $100 from. Who knows? Oh, I've done that one. Look out. Now we're going to the savings challenges. Now, if you saw, I've been doing this Mini Mania. It's a fabulous game. I love it. So any spare cash I get from classes I teach or sales I make goes into that game, and I actually will pop that on separately. We've got dining out, which I'm going to maybe put some money into. I will see what I've got left after I've done everything else. So the 30-day challenge, let's have a look. So we crossed off there, so we want a $10 note into there. So I'm going to take out that 10 and put in 25, and we'll find the orange pen and we'll cross off that 10. We'll see what we got left. We might be able to put a bit more into there. So that's now back up to $25. It's that consistency with saving which gets you over the line. So we've got 10 in there. I'm actually going to put another 10 in there and take the 2 10s out and put a 20. Oops, try and get it in there. Go, and I'll get a blue pen. So we just put 10 in there. Wrong blue, never mind. Wafty, wafty. So that's started up nicely again. This one normally gets a $50 note, but I think, hang on, how much have we got? I think it might get 20 for now. I want a yellow pen. My pens are beside me here. I should have got them. Needed to get them out, probably. Here we go, here's a yellow. I'm going to put 20 in for now. And then I'll come back to that at the end. Because I'm doing the Hello Honey challenge now, I probably haven't got enough to save. There we go. Now we're going to go to my birthday. Again, I haven't got a scratch off. So we're going to go in here. I'm going to get the dice for the infinity game. And we're going to find something to scratch. Let's use a pen. So let's get this one. So that's a $10. There's one more left, and I think that might be a 10, who knows, but I'm going to actually repeat this game. So in here we have $50, $70, $90. So I wonder if that saves $100 each time. So I might want to do that maybe 3 times. Apparently you can buy these stickers, so I might actually see if I can buy some stickers. Now let's go to the infinity game. This is quite hard to get out of here, so I'm actually going to leave it in there. Just take the money out. So we've got 65 in there at the moment. So we're on that 25, so we're going to go stay the same. Apparently that means stay the same. I didn't know that, but I'm going to stay the same. $25 to stay the same. Which brings us to $50, $70, $80, $90. So I'm going to change those 2 5s for a 10. So that's going quite well. And this game you can play it over and over. Right, so that's all of those. So now I want to go back, and I'm actually going to put 15 into my dining out, because that means there's 25 in there. And I'm not going to write anything on it. It'll be a surprise what's in it. So there's 25 there. And then I've actually got $10 left, but I did notice that my registration was down for $10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back here and put $5 in this one, like that, and take my yellow. So 25's gone in there today. And I'm going to go back to the registration and put the other $5 in, because we are trying to pay that debt back as soon as we can. Let's have a look. Oh, am I in the wrong one? Yes. So it's in the long-term sinking funds. Here we go, registration. So that's looking really good. So we've got 20, 40, 55 we've saved so far. 20, 30, 40, 55, yep. So that will take that down a little bit more. So hopefully by the time I go overseas, I might have paid that back to myself. So that's it for now. Thank you for coming along on my journey. See you all later. Bye.